The Invisible Princess. In a kingdom nestled between emerald forests and shimmering lakes, there lived a princess unlike any other. Her name was Liora, and she was invisible. From the moment she was born, her presence was known only by the soft rustle of her gown, the gentle tap of her footsteps, and the warmth of her laughter that seemed to float on the breeze. No one could see her, not her parents, the king and queen, nor the people of the kingdom. Though her family loved her dearly, her invisibility was a mystery that both fascinated and unsettled the realm. The kingdom's people whispered about the invisible princess. Some believed she was a blessing, a magical guardian who watched over them unseen. Others feared her, thinking her invisibility a curse. But Liora, though unseen, was kind and curious. She spent her days exploring the castle, listening to the stories of the courtiers, and wandering the gardens where the flowers seemed to sway toward her as if they could sense her presence. She longed to connect with others, to be seen and understood, but her invisibility kept her isolated. One day, as Liora wandered the bustling marketplace, she overheard a group of children laughing and playing. She longed to join them, to feel the joy of friendship, but she knew they would not understand her invisible form. Just as she turned to leave, a boy named Elias, with bright eyes and a mischievous smile, called out, "Wait! I can hear you." "Who's there?" Liora froze. No one had ever noticed her before. "I'm here," she said softly, her voice like a whisper. "But you can't see me." Elias tilted his head, intrigued. "Why not?" "I've always been this way," Liora replied. "I'm the princess, but no one can see me." Elias, far from being afraid, grinned. "Well, I may not see you, but I can hear you. That's enough for me. Come on, let's play." From that day on, Liora and Elias became inseparable. He taught her how to play games, and she shared stories of the castle and its secrets. Though she remained invisible, Elias's friendship made her feel seen in a way she never had before. For the first time, Liora felt a glimmer of hope that she might one day belong, but not everyone was as accepting as Elias. The kingdom's council grew uneasy about an invisible heir to the throne. How can a princess rule if no one can see her? They argued. The people will never accept her. The kingdom needs a visible leader. Liora overheard their discussions and felt a pang of sadness. She knew she had to prove herself, not just to the council but to the entire kingdom. Determined to find a solution, she turned to the ancient tales she had heard as a child. One story spoke of a magical mirror hidden deep in the Enchanted Forest, a mirror that could reveal one's true self. If she could find it, perhaps she could become visible and show the kingdom she was fit to rule. With Elias by her side, Liora embarked on a quest to find the mirror. The journey was fraught with challenges. They crossed a river that sang lullabies to lure travelers to sleep, solved a riddle posed by a bridge-guarding troll, and navigated a maze of thorns that shifted with the wind. Through it all, Liora's courage and Elias's cleverness saw them through. At last, they reached the heart of the forest, where the magical mirror stood. Its surface shimmered like liquid silver, reflecting the light of the setting sun. Liora stepped before it and whispered, "Show me my true self." The mirror rippled, and for the first time, Liora saw herself, a radiant princess with eyes like starlight and a smile that could light up the darkest night. But then the mirror spoke, "You have always been seen, Liora. Not by the eyes, but by the hearts of those who care for you. Your invisibility is not a curse, it is a gift. It teaches others to look beyond what they see and to value what they feel." Liora stood in silence, absorbing the mirror's words. She realized that her invisibility was not a flaw but a part of who she was. She didn't need to be visible to be a good ruler. Her kindness, wisdom, and courage were what truly mattered. With newfound confidence, Liora returned to the kingdom. When the council demanded proof of her worth, she stood before them, invisible yet unwavering. "A ruler is not defined by their appearance," she declared, "but by their actions and their heart. I may be invisible, but I will lead with compassion and strength." Moved by her words, the people cheered. They no longer needed to see her to believe in her. And so, Liora became the greatest ruler the kingdom had ever known, a princess who taught her people to see with their hearts. Though she remained invisible, her presence was felt in every corner of the land. She ruled with fairness and kindness, and her story became a legend, a reminder that true beauty and power lie not in what we see, but in who we are.